So what I'm going to do now is demonstrate how I do this. And I'm on my second pack of hair now. Like I said, one pack of the Lord and Cliff hair yielded 12 26-inch lock extensions. So this hair is tightly coiled. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, this hair is, I'm trying to find the angle. This hair is tightly coiled. Okay, all the curls are symmetrical one to another. So in order to break that up, kind of like when you're doing individual braids and you want to get rid of the bluntness at the ends, you take the hair and you pull it apart. It's the same concept with this. To keep those coils from forming together, you just take the hair, you pull it apart, and you lay it back on top of it. Just take it, pull it apart, and lay it back on top of it. This is how I'm prepping the hair. And this is to keep it from being so uniformed. Because I want to recreate the uniformity. I don't want it to have it on its own. Okay, if that makes sense. All right. So now you can see the curls are still there, but they're not as tightly coiled as they were before. All right. So that's how I prep my hair, and that's how it should look. And what I do now is just kind of create the form. I'll just go ahead and palm roll it a little bit. I'm not looking for any type of perfection. This is kind of just to mesh it together so I can create the extension. I'm left-handed. So what I do, and this is the motion that you're going to make. It's almost like you're trying to get something sticky off your finger. Okay, when I create my lock extensions, this is the method that the motion that I use with my hand, just a back and forward motion. And then once you put the hair in there, it's actually going to be rolling as you go back and forth like this. And I just go straight across with my needle, back and forth, back and forth. Some people do this twisty turny thing and go all like that. That didn't work for me because it just didn't work for me. So this is the motion that you're going to see me doing. Okay, as I'm creating my lock extension, this is the exact same motion that I'm using every time with my right hand and my left hand, back and forth with the hook, and back and forth with my, this is my thumb and my middle finger. That just works for me. All right. So you just take the hair in between your fingers. You make sure you get the hook all the way on the other side so you can pull that hair. And then you just start pulling that hair. And then as you're doing that, you're twisting. You're moving your other finger that does not have the hook in it. You're just going back and forth like I showed you initially. And as you're twisting, this hook is pulling all that loose hair in. Okay? And then before you know it, you can feel the hair pulling and you can hear it pulling. Before you know it, that looseness that was once there will start to take this cylindrical shape. You see that? How it's already snatched in the middle like a good waist. You see that? And how the rest of it is loose. That's what you're trying to go for. And how much hair you use is up to you. That depends on the thickness that you want. Okay? And I don't want mine that thick. Some of them are from when I initially started. However, you know, some of them are thick because that's kind of just how it happened before I got my technique down packed. Again, just back and forth, back and forth. I'm probably going to have to voice this over. I don't know how long this video is. So I don't want to edit too much out of it because I like it. Okay. Alright, as you can see, it's taking shape. Hold it like that. There we go. As you can see, it's taking shape. And I'm all for sharing knowledge. I know people have secret methods and all that kind of stuff that they probably don't want to disclose to anybody. If you can do it yourself, do it. Save yourself some money. I'm all for that. Like I said, I'm not in this. I'm actually trying to go to law school. So this is just something that I want. Because I plan on wearing these throughout my professional career. You know. Like I said, I was over the wigs and weaves and everything, so this is my desired look, and I'll do what it takes to get that. All right, and what I did just now is I just folded over that loose hair that was at the end. I folded it over like that, and I just pinched it, and again, just moved my fingers back and forth, move this crochet hook back and forth. You see that? It's starting to take shape already. Then if you have some loose hairs or whatever that are on the side, let's see, where is it? You see that? Right. You see how it's starting to take shape already? That's the look you want. That's the look I want. So, and you just go back and forth, tightening it up, pulling any additional hair so it can compact within itself. Okay. All right, and as you can see, it's taking shape. And if you find some sections that are a little puffy, I'm sorry, I'm trying to angle this right. If you find some sections that are a little puffy, say for instance here, all you do, get your hands where it's at, go in with your hook, and continue to pull that hair through. Now I don't take my needle all the way out. I stop it while it's inside the lock. So I'm not going like this. Oh, sorry. Not going like this every time. It actually, once I pull through here, I stop. And just out and stop. Stop right there in the center, and that's what it does. It knots up the hair in the middle. Okay. All right, so this is the basis of how, the basics and how it started. Okay, you see that? And then eventually you'll get to this length. And this is the one I was working on last night, but I got tired, so I stopped. See? And then you see that? So this one, so far, this one is probably about, there we go. That's how long it'll get, okay? This one is about, get out my tape measure here. So far I have, this is about 16 inches, okay? Yes, pulling it straight, but not too straight. This one is about 16 inches. And how do you continue the length? You see where this hair is, normally where you would stop to attach, all you would do is take more hair and lay it on top and just continue up the shaft of the lock like this. Okay. And you just pull all that hair in, pull all of it through, pull all of it through. Okay. And then I could just keep going, keep going, keep going. Then once I got to this point, if it still wasn't long enough, I'll just grab some more hair and add it like that. Give it a palm roll and continue up, continue up, continue up. So since I have enough hair already on here that I left out, I'm just going to continue on with this. Okay. And it's the same thing over and over, over and over. Back and forth for me, back and forth for me. And back and forth with my loose fingers over here that's holding the lock, and back and forth with the hook. Then once you get your groove down, before you know it, you'll have your lock extension. Okay, as you can see, this is not as much as it was before because it's being caught here. Just want to give you a close-up again. You see the difference in that? And this, when I tell you this is light, this is so much lighter than this. You hear that? This is the wrap one. You hear the difference, how it doesn't sound as heavy? So just look at these one more time and see the difference. One is tightly coiled, the other is not. Okay? All right. All right. So, guys and gals, I really hope that demonstration helped. It's really repetitive, it's really redundant, and once you get the hang of it, I mean, I taught my cousin yesterday. She did one for me in like 2 minutes. She was already, because this right here is literally all it is, back and forth. And as you see the hair start to taper and take its shape, you just keep moving down with the same motions. Pull it up and keep moving down with the same motions. That's the gist of it. So I am going to reattach these when I'm done. I'm going to make probably about 200 of them. Yeah, I'm dedicated. I'm going to make about 200 of them just so I can make sure I have enough. I would rather have more than not enough. And by the time I'm done making these, I will have enough hair to attach them. So I'm trying to think if there's any other questions that you have. I try to respond to everybody because I really appreciate the feedback that I get from you all. And I really appreciate the views and everything that you give me. So I try to respond to everybody. So if there's anything that I did not cover in this video, I'll just recap real quick. The type of hair is still the Lord and Cliff hair number 2 for this particular method. I ordered 15 packs because I wasn't sure how many I would use. So far with one pack, I have yielded 12 26-inch approximately lock extensions. I used this is a steel hook. It's 1.25 millimeters. It's 1.25 millimeters. And I think that's pretty much about it. So if there's anything that I missed, any other questions that you have, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section. And again, thank you to all my new subscribers. I hope you rate, like, and subscribe, and continue to stay tuned as I'll keep you updated on my process. Thank you all for tuning in with me, and you all have a blessed day.